Every day, from the moment you wake up, the world pulls at you. Your phone lights up before your eyes do. Notifications scream for your attention. Social media tells you who's winning, who's popular, who's richer, fitter, louder. You see strangers pretending to live perfect lives, and you scroll, compare, sync. You're told to care about everything. The trends, the gossip, the opinions of people who don't know you. You spend hours watching others instead of building yourself. You hear it all, and lose your own voice in the process. That the world is loud. And in all that noise, the one thing that gets silenced is you. But here's the truth. The more you focus on them, the further you drift from yourself. You become distracted, disconnected, distant from your own potential. You've forgotten how powerful you are, because you've been busy watching others live, instead of living yourself. But it doesn't have to be this way. Not one more day. You feel stuck, not because you're incapable, but because you're scattered. Your energy is divided. Your mind is at war with itself. You're everywhere but here, lost in 1,000 opinions, expectations, and pressures that don't belong to you. And deep down, you know it. You're not lost. You're just distracted. You've been waiting for something external to change how you feel inside. A person, a sign, a breakthrough, a miracle. But the truth is brutal and simple. Nothing changes until you do. The world won't stop spinning for you to figure it out. Opportunities won't pause. Time won't wait. Every second you waste waiting is a second someone else is working. You don't need more motivation. You need more focus. Not on others, not on outcomes, not on rewards. On yourself. People spend years waiting for the perfect time, waiting to feel ready, waiting for people to believe in them, waiting for life to finally get easier. But life doesn't reward the ones who wait. It rewards the ones who move, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. If you keep waiting to feel ready, you'll waste your entire life in the waiting room. You'll die with your potential still inside you, untouched, unused, untested. Stop waiting for the world to give you permission. Stop waiting for someone to notice your value. Decide now. This moment is the turning point. Not because anything outside of you changes, but because you do. The world doesn't change when you wait. It changes when you move. Look in the mirror, not for flaws, not to criticize, but to see yourself again. You've been so focused on proving things to others that you forgot you were the one who mattered most. Your habits, your thoughts, your energy, your discipline. That's what defines you, not the compliments, not the likes, not the noise. Silence the outside. Tune into yourself. Who are you without the crowd? What do you believe when no one else is talking? You were not born to blend in. You were not born to live passively, half awake, scrolling your life away. You were born to master yourself. The most powerful shift in your life happens the moment you stop chasing everything and start building yourself. When you stop caring what they think, when you stop trying to impress, when you stop spreading yourself thin across things that don't serve your growth, that's when everything changes. Focus is the superpower of the few. Most people live distracted, jumping from dopamine hit to dopamine hit, never grounded, never building anything real. But when you go all in on yourself, your habits, your mission, your mind, the world starts to shift around you. The people change. The opportunities appear. The momentum builds. But it all starts within. You don't rise by staying comfortable. You don't grow by doing what's easy. You evolve by doing what's necessary, especially when it's hard. Discipline isn't punishment. It's power. While most chase pleasure, you pursue purpose. While most scroll for hours, you build for years. Discipline means doing what you said you'd do, long after the feeling is gone. It means showing up when no one claps, no one sees, no one cares, because the truth is, your future self is watching. And they're begging you not to quit. Comparison is poison. It robs you of your peace. It blinds you to your own growth. It traps you in a game you were never meant to play. You're not here to be better than them. You're here to be better than you were yesterday. Their timeline is not yours. Their success doesn't subtract from yours. Their light doesn't dim yours. Let them do what they do. You focus on your lane. Because when you go deep, when you really go all in on you, comparison dies and confidence is born. You don't need to post about every move you make. Let your silence be loud. Let your results speak. The loudest people are often the least accomplished, but those building in silence, they're dangerous, they're focused, they're patient, they're relentless. You don't need their validation. You don't need their praise. You need your vision. You need your execution. Let them sleep on you. Just don't sleep on yourself. What they don't see is what makes you powerful. They don't see the 5 a.m. alarms, the skipped parties, the lonely nights, the hours spent mastering your craft when no one was watching. And that's okay. Because greatness isn't built in the spotlight. It's built in the shadows, in the repetition, in the quiet hours no one claps for. If you only work when you're seen, you'll never become who you're meant to be. But when you grind in silence, day after day, without needing attention, that's when transformation begins. That's when your future self is being forged moment by moment, decision by decision. You are allowed to disappear for a while, to go ghost, to focus, to detach from distractions, to cut noise and get to work. It's not weakness. It's not isolation. It's preparation. You don't need to announce your every move. You don't need to explain your absence. You are allowed to evolve in private, because not everyone deserves a front row seat to your process. You're not behind. You're becoming, and when you come back, they won't recognize you. Not everyone will understand your hunger. They'll say you've changed. They'll say you're obsessed. They'll say you're doing too much. And they're right, because you're done living average. You're done waiting. You're done staying small, just to make others comfortable. This journey isn't about getting others to cheer for you. It's about learning how to cheer for yourself. Progress is quiet. It's internal. It's unseen, slow, steady, until one day it becomes unmistakable. Massive change doesn't come from one giant leap. It comes from consistency. From small disciplines done daily. From micro decisions that compound over time. The books you read, the meals you eat, the thoughts you allow, the things you say yes and no to. Each small action is a vote for the person you're becoming. You want a better body? It's in your next meal. You want a sharper mind? It's in your next hour of focus. You want to be unstoppable? It's in what you do when no one's watching. The little things are the big things. You cannot rise and stay the same. You cannot grow without letting go. Success will cost you people. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you sleep. It will cost you ease, but what you gain is worth infinitely more. Clarity, discipline, power, peace. Most will never experience this because they're unwilling to pay the price. But if you're ready to sacrifice what's unnecessary for what's essential, you will separate yourself forever. Greatness demands sacrifice. Your greatest enemy is not out there, it's in here. Your mind is either your prison or your power. It can convince you to quit before you start. It can make you feel small before you even try. It can lie to you over and over until you believe it. But when you master it, you become unstoppable. You don't follow feelings. You don't wait for motivation. You command your thoughts. You focus. You direct. You choose. And your life begins to reflect the power of your mind. The path to mastery is not always exciting. It's not always flashy. It's often boring. Day in, day out, repetition, discipline, silence, and most people quit here because they crave stimulation more than success. But not you. You find rhythm in the repetition. You fall in love with the process. You understand that momentum is built, not gifted. You keep showing up, even when it's dull, even when it's lonely. Because you know, the breakthrough comes after the boredom. Obsession isn't unhealthy. When it's directed at your evolution, you don't need balance right now. You need fire. You need focus. You don't need to be normal. You need to be extraordinary. And that only comes from doing what others won't. Studying what they ignore. Practicing when they sleep. Refining when they rest. Let them laugh. Let them doubt. You'll stay locked in. Laser focused. Uncheckable. And when it's time, you'll erupt. This version of you, the one listening, growing, pushing, sacrificing, will not be recognizable a year from now. You are shedding old patterns. You are killing your old self. And in the ashes, something stronger is emerging. You'll walk different. Speak different. Move different. Because you won't be the same. And the world will have no choice but to notice. Not because you told them, but because your transformation will be undeniable. You'll reach a level where opinions mean nothing. Where judgment bounces off. Where criticism feels weightless. Where praise no longer seduces you. Because you'll know who you are. And more importantly, who you're becoming. You won't chase applause. You won't fear rejection. You'll be too busy building. They can talk. They can laugh. They can doubt, but they can't stop you. Only you can stop you. You're not just chasing success. You're chasing peace. The peace that comes from discipline. From alignment. From becoming who you were always meant to be. Not everyone gets this peace. It's earned. It comes from early mornings. Hard decisions. Inner battles no one sees. But when you live in truth, when your actions align with your vision, when your mind is sharp and your habits are consistent, there is a stillness, and that stillness is powerful. There is no magic switch, no secret formula, no shortcut. The only way forward is through pain, through discipline, through focus, through transformation. Everything around you, the people, the energy, the opportunities, will begin to shift when you shift, when you choose focus, when you choose mastery, when you choose yourself. You've tried everything else. Now it's time to go all in on you, because when you finally focus on yourself, everything changes.